everybody should have one. We all know about 90% of the real estate population doesn't have a business plan, which is why about 10% of the agents make all the money. Because they actually have a plan, and when you have a plan, you plan to be successful versus having the business manage you. So what we put together is a website called MichiganCareerAndRealEstate.com. If you go to this website, you'll have a couple of different selections. As a new agent, you can get an interactive business plan, or as an experienced agent, or you can do a free business assessment, okay? Which means you can plug in all of the things that you know to be true of your business and set forth goals that you have for yourself, and it'll help you develop a plan of action to get to your new goals, your new commitments. Right now we're going to focus on the interactive business plan, and in order to do that, because we've got a fairly new group of people here, we're going to focus on selecting a rookie business plan versus an experienced agent business plan. The rookie business plan will take national averages that are true of all of the real estate agents throughout the country as far as conversion rates are concerned. So how many appointments do I need to go on in order to collect a listing, establish a new piece of business, write a contract for a buyer, those kinds of things. So what we're going to do is select the rookie business plan, type in your name, and in this case we're going to use Wayne. Your team is an example, the Harris team, and your email address is Wayne at LOTTS.com, and you're at Real Estate One here. Phone number is 313-854 0042. Okay. So you type in your information, you hit submit, and then it's going to ask you for just a couple of key fields to be highlighted. What is your net income goal for your team for this year? $300,000 for the team. So $100,000 a piece. Okay. Now it's automatically going to calculate out of this a split, and it's going to average everything at a 3% commission per side. What is your average transaction price? I know for the office this year it was $90,000, but you may want to use what you know to be true for yourself.
Was it 40?
40,000?
Yeah, because based on the commission, it would be 40,000.
No. Not based on commission. Your average sale price, because this already calculates the split and everything else in for you.
It was like 12,000, I think, something small.
Okay. At that point, though, you're getting not a percentage, you're getting a flat fee, so it's actually a higher commission. So what we'll do is we'll average it a little bit higher, maybe at 50,000, to use round numbers. Now, the average sale price is put in. Your percentage of closings from listings is going to be established at about 40%. Now, if you want to affect your average sale price, the way to do that is to get more of your business in listings, because you can sort of affect what price ranges you're working in if you're going after listings. Your percentage of closings from buyers will be predicted at 60%, which is the national average, and your percentage or closing rate on listings is 65%. So they're saying of all the listings you get, about 65% are going to close, and of all the buyers you work with, about 80% are going to turn into money in your pocket. And the percentage of listing appointments that will generate listings are about 80%. So for every listing appointment you go on, for every 5, they presume you're going to get 4 of those. Okay? So we're going to hit submit, and it's going to calculate your entire business plan and send you an interactive business plan based on that. Now I've got one here that I plugged in for myself. Now I used a little bit different numbers, but I want to show you what it's going to look like when you get it back. These are the things that really matter when it comes down to having success in the business. We talked about business planning. 10% of the agents do it, and ironically about 10% of the agents make all the money in our industry. Database management. This is becoming more and more important because we need to have systems in place that are automated, because you can't reinvent the wheel every day. You can't talk to 50 or 100 people on the phone. So you need to have systems in place to continually touch the people that are in your sphere of influence and in your database. Lead generation, systems for buyers and sellers, farming strategies, open house strategies, training, coaching, and accountability. And your business plan sort of puts everything in perspective. In fact, with this business plan, the one question that you'll be able to manage on a daily basis is, did I do my job today? And the way you measure that is by, did I talk to enough people to produce the volume of appointments I need to reach my goals? It becomes as simple as that. So your average, or in this particular example, the commitment income was 40,000. The average home sale price 75. Average commission per sale at 3% is 22.50, and the average commission rate considered is 3%. So we used all averages. Percentage of closings was all the national averages that we just went through on your business plan, Wayne. We didn't change any of that. So in order to meet that $40,000 a year goal, I'm going to need to have 35 and a half contracts closed, which means I'm going to have about 48 and a half written, because some of them aren't going to go through, as we well know in our business. And I must take 21 listings. I have to close 14 of those. Now this in combination with the buyer contracts I write and the buyer sides I must close, the listing appointments I have to go on, and the new buyer appointments. So really all you have to do is set for yourself a schedule of talking to X number of people a day. Okay, if that's 15 or 20 people a day, and you're able to get 27 listing appointments for that year and 41 new buyer appointments, that's typically an appointment every other day or every third day. And that's really all you need to achieve that income if all of these averages are accurate. It's a 5-minute business plan. So you decide for yourself, how many people do I have to talk to about real estate every day to reach these goals? If I get 1 appointment for every 10 phone calls I make, well, if I make 10 phone calls a day, that means I'm getting an appointment a day, which means I'm actually 60% ahead of my goal, because I'm actually getting an appointment a day instead of every 3. If I don't get an appointment out of every 10 calls, if it takes me 30 and I make 10 a day, then I'm on par with my goal. I'm going to get 1 appointment every 3 days. So you determine whether or not you did your job that day, not based on the outcome, because we can't affect people's outcomes. We can't affect their circumstances. Things change. People decide to move and then they have a change of heart, or they get a job and they're able to recover from their circumstances. All kinds of things that are out of our control happen. So instead of focusing on the outcome, if we just focus on what we're doing each day, and at the end of the day be able to say, hey, I did my job today. I talked to 15 people. I talked to 20 people about real estate. Then it's not so difficult. The emotional roller coaster that is a big part of our business, you don't feel as much, because you feel like you've accomplished what you needed to accomplish, and the rest really does take care of itself, because you've done what you needed to do to contact those people. So on a daily basis, go out and plan to talk to X number of people, and if you've done that by the end of the day, and that's the question you ask yourself, did I do my job today? Did I talk to these people? And you did it, you can say yes. If you didn't talk to those people, you need to regroup and do it. And it's as simple as that. So this interactive business plan is available to you on that website. It takes 5 minutes. It'll take you 5 minutes a day to check yourself, check in, make sure you're doing what you need to be doing, and the outcome will be there. Good luck.
Okay.
And you especially will like it because you're so organized that
Yeah.
you will feel like you accomplished what you needed
Can you
to.
turn that off?
Yeah.
I'll look at it. That's just calling it.